Okay, Real Housewives of Potomac. I have a good bit of reviews to do, so let's just get straight into it. I normally don't film in like wave caps and bonnets and stuff like that. But hey, it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. So this is what y'all gonna get today. I may pull out my other one and give y'all that. But anyway, let's see. Real Housewives of Potomac. Hope everybody's doing okay, by the way. I am doing alright, besides the fact that I owe the IRS somehow $1,000. So that's lovely, right before my birthday on September 27th. So happy birthday to me. So anyway, oh gosh, it's just, why they keep messing with poor people? Why? Anyway, so, Real Housewives of Potomac. So Giselle and Robyn, they have a podcast called Reasonably Shady, I believe. And so they're doing it in Giselle's abandoned home. And they sit down and talking and stuff, and I'm just like, do we really have to sit here and look at this? They are just not entertaining. They are just not, they're not it. And it's mainly because of their reputation on the show and just what they've done and who they are, and it's not it. It's not. I can care less to see Robyn, or definitely to hear Robyn and Giselle on a podcast. I would not be checking it out. I don't. Would y'all be checking out their podcast, Robyn and Giselle? Please, I have to like you a little bit to listen to you, and I just don't like those ladies at all. As far as on the show, as far as what they've given us on the show. Like I say all the time, I don't know these people personally, but as far as their characters on the shows, not my cup of tea. But anyway, so they're talking, and Giselle brought up the fact that there was a study that how likely is men to cheat, and if they do cheat, how likely are they to cheat a second or third time? Highly likely, duh. She said she wished she knew that with Jamal, and girl, you did know that. You wanted the storyline and whatever. We ain't gonna get on Giselle and Jamal. We all know what that was. So Robyn also said that now she knows her worth, and back in the day she would put up with a lot more stuff from Juan than she would now. She says that if she was to have those issues that she had back in the day with Juan, especially with infidelity, she would definitely leave Juan. I personally think that Robyn is full of it. I don't think that she would leave Juan if he was to cheat again. But hey, she is his fiance for now, and yeah. Do y'all think that Juan and Robyn is gonna make it to the altar? I don't know. Who's to say? Who else we have? So we have Mia. Mia's talking to her husband. She's talking about her meeting with her mom. Y'all know that her and her mom have been through a lot together and separately. Both of her parents was on drugs. Sadly, her father was on drugs, and he passed away from drugs and AIDS complications and stuff. So bless his heart with that. And they went through a tumultuous relationship. Mia, she was in foster care for a while, and her dad was abusive to her mom. And we found out through the conversation that her and her mom had that actually her father was the one that got her mom on drugs. And so it's tough. It was a tough conversation to have, but it's a very much needed conversation to have. Her mom actually, she said that she tried to commit suicide at one point behind her father, and it's a lot. I say all the time, you don't know your parents when they were your age, when they were younger. You know your parents as your parents, and you know what they have given you as your parents, but you did not know your parents before they were your parents, because you weren't here. Those were different people. And so, a lot of times we, forget that our parents was our age once, or younger you know, however old we are, our parents made mistakes and had the same thoughts that we had. And, you know, you also have to think about it was a different time in the world. And so it's different. It's just different. And, you know, you just have to reach that certain level of, A, people are not perfect. People includes family. And, B, I have to accept my parents for who they are in this moment, and not so much focus on, you know, back in the day. So hopefully her and her mom can heal from it, and, you know, it was nice to see them together. Let's see. Mia, I already did Mia. Ashley. Ashley is going to the doctor with the baby doctor with her and Michael. The little baby won't latch on to her breasts, you know, to feed and everything. And so she wants to check on him, make sure he's good and everything. And, you know, she did this kind of exercises on the baby. And so hopefully now the baby will, you know, feed properly. She's so excited that Michael is there and that Michael is in tune with her and the baby. Because I guess she hasn't had that before. She's just simply not used to it. So, you know, she's just really just kind of ecstatic at this point. She's so happy when Michael is on his best behavior, sadly, because she's used to him not being on his best behavior, not really giving a damn, to be honest. And he's just trying to impress you at this point, Ashley. I'm sure he still don't give a damn. But we'll clap it up for Michael Darby. You know, when he does well, we clap, you know. So, you know, they were talking and stuff, and there was really nothing much to that scene. I don't think she talked to I don't think she really talked to Michael about everything that went down when she went to Williamsburg and stormed in on a trip that she wasn't invited to and started some shit and grabbed her breast milk and dipped. I don't think she talked about that. So, yeah. Let's see. Wendy is sitting on the bed, looking beautiful. She ended up talking to her husband about everything that went down, about his rumors of him cheating and stuff. And, you know, he seemed to be hurt by it genuinely. He seemed to be affected by it. And Wendy, that being her husband, she was affected by it, obviously. But they just need to learn. I agree in the sense with Gizelle that maybe they do need to get tougher in the sense of now you know, though. Now you know exactly who Gizelle is and who you're working with her. And you should know to always just keep her at a safe distance. And if you are going to get close to her, pretend as if just like she's doing. Pretend to be her friend and to care about her. But don't ever let that child get one up on you or find out some information about you that, you know, you don't know or the group doesn't know. Don't, you know, always be one step ahead. But you need to know the kind of person that Gizelle is. And that's just who she is. Horrible, right? Horrible. So hopefully Eddie, he'll recover from it. He'll be fine. And so will Wendy, child. We know how to do people that's like a Gizelle and a Robyn. Speaking of that, side note, on the after show on the YouTube on Bravo, the after show, it's interesting to me, and just an interview that I saw with Ashley Darby, all three, Ashley, Gizelle, and Robyn, they was each talking about the whole Wendy situation. Each one of them think the situation's not that big of a deal. Each one of them feel like she overreacted. And Gizelle in particular, she thinks that Wendy is jealous of her because of her looks. She said something along the lines of, "Oh, you know, that the way that you reacted showed me that you was hating on me from the very beginning, and you was mad because of this pretty face. Don't worry about it. A lot of people hate me because of my pretty face." The fact that you're that immature and you're that delusional, and you're just that shallow and simple-minded that you think the only reason that people may not rock with you is just because of you being pretty is absolutely ridiculous. You need to grow up. You really do. At your old age, it's time to grow up at some point. Your neck is older than you. Is acting older than you. It's definitely looking older than you. Like, you really just need to get it together, Giselle. Like, she really, in her mind, thinks the way that she moves out here is cool. In her mind, she really thinks that she can say whatever and do whatever, and you're just supposed to just laugh it off or brush it off and gone about your business and still be her friend like she ain't did shit to you. That whore is crazy. Just a mess. And that also comes in, colorism also comes into play with that, because y'all can do stuff to like Wendy and Candice, and they can do stuff back to y'all, and y'all are fully done with them for the rest of y'all lives. But like what Mia did, they instantly said, Ashley especially, she was just like, oh well, there's still room for me to get to know Mia, and I'm still willing to be her friend, and Mia showed me this and showed me that, and I like that about her. But you've been knowing Wendy for how long? And you did this to Wendy. Yet you're completely done with Wendy now. It's like, oh, Wendy and Candice, they have to have a certain reaction. But Mia can cuss y'all out and do whatever back and forth, but y'all still gonna be trying to be cool with Mia, because she looks more like y'all. Let's call a thing a thing. Let's call a thing. It's that victim stuff. It's that sitting back doing stuff to me, but because you know of how you look, and because you are closer to white, that you are going to be seen as more innocent and more, I guess just that's all that comes to mind right now. That you're just more innocent and you're automatically going to be the victim. And then you have this darker skinned woman that's getting you told rightfully about some shit you done did. But, because she's darker skinned, she's going to look like she's the bully. And you can sit back and just, play, Stop it. Stop it. You know what you're doing, Giselle, in particular. And you've been doing it your whole damn life. Stop it. Stop it. You've been getting away with stuff simply because of your looks. Because it's not like you're a good person. Anyway. But it stops today. I think Potomac is your load. I cannot wait until your best friends, but definitely your best friend Robyn turn on you. And Ashley. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Both of you and Ashley are on the show for a particular reason. Anyway, let's get back to this episode. Let's see. Oh, Candice had a conversation with Chris about the whole thing that happened with Ashley. Candice, she can't stand Ashley. And so they were talking about that. Chris laughed about what Giselle said, that she felt like, Chris would resent her at some point, or she would resent Chris, whatever, saying that they're on the coattails of having an issue with him being a manager and whoop to whoop. And Chris, he was just like, look, when you supported me, when I was down and out and didn't have anything and all that, so I'm just going to support you. Now, I said from the very beginning, I gotta get some water. I said from the very beginning, that whole husbander stuff does not work. It's not going to work. It does not work. It never works. Just hire somebody, Candice. And, Chris and Candice actually had a kind of heated exchange at the table. They was kind of going back and forth. And Chris, he set certain things up where he wants to get into whatever he was doing. I can't remember. But Candice was just like, well, that's gonna infringe on the stuff that I'm trying to do, my video shooting stuff that you need to be there for. He was like, yo, I'm gonna be there for half the time, but the other time I'm gonna be doing my thing that I need to do. And he was like, first of all, I'm doing this for free. And I was like, oop, whoop, there it is. There it is. And Candice at some point was just, she said that she was just paying him an ass. At TNA, ass and titties. But that ain't enough. Because, once you get up off me, I get up off you, Where's the coin at? Where is it? I mean, this was fun. This was hot. This was what I needed for the moment. But, I mean, we still sitting over here I'm still stumbling over clothes and shoes trying to make my way to the bathroom because the lights have been cut off. So, I mean, what's good? What's really going on? So, Candice, to save your marriage, sweetheart, get your ass a real manager that's not your husband or your mama. Please. Pay some money. Stop being cheap. So the last and final scene, well, no. Mia, Wendy, and Karen, they met up to shop for Karen's second dress. She's going to have a dress that she's going to dance in. She just wanted a second dress for her vow renewal to Ray. So Wendy came up looking great with the white. Mia came up in her pink looking great. They all look great. And she's actually, the same place that she's getting the dresses, that's where she's going to have the venue as well. It was cute. It was nice to see. Cute enough scene. I said to myself, as I was looking at those three, Wendy, Karen, and Mia, I was like, ooh, I like this trio. This is a badass trio. If those three women can actually stick together and trust one another, they can take down Giselle, Robin, and Ashley. Without even blinking, really. Those three, Wendy, Karen, and Mia, those are some powerful women. And Giselle, Ashley, and Robin wouldn't stand a chance. We can allow Askale and Candice to float in between and just, whatever. It's fine. We need them kind of people on the show. But I really, since Robin, Giselle, and Ashley are a trio, I'm going to need Wendy, Karen, and Mia to be a trio. Straight up. Next season, I want that to happen. I want one group battling the next group. Let's get it. What's good? So, they're talking and it was cute. It was a moment. So, the last scene was all the ladies, minus Karen and Wendy, who wasn't invited, going to Robyn's little birthday dinner. Robyn has said that she's not, I don't think Robyn is as upset at Karen. She's not upset at Karen at all. But she's not that irritated with Wendy as maybe Gizelle is. Or she's not just that invested. She doesn't care that much. But because it's Robyn's function and because Gizelle is in charge of Robyn, Wendy was not there. And because Gizelle has a problem with Karen, Karen's not there. Even though this is all Robyn shit, But when it comes to Robyn, Gizelle is in charge. So it's Gizelle shit, right? So neither one of those two ladies was there, but everybody else came. Everybody looked great. Askale gave me life in that black fur with the big black curls. She gave me life. Everybody looked good. Everybody looked cute. Candice looked cute walking up. I didn't even mind the white boots that she had on. Normally with that particular outfit that she had on with the white boots, I was like, but I didn't mind it. It was a look. Everybody looked great. Everybody looked better than Robyn, to be honest, the birthday girl. And I'm tired of looking at them braids, some Rachel Dolezal braids on her head. I don't like it. Y'all already know she damn near white anyway, and it just bothered me. It just did, and it just don't look right. How just it's taking the whole race thing out of it. Some styles just don't look right on certain people, and those braids, I guess in the particular way it was braided, maybe the hair texture, I don't know. It just wasn't for her, in my opinion. Anyway, so they sat down and talking and started to talk. They immediately got on the fact that why Wendy wasn't there. Giselle said, oh, well, I'm still waiting for a phone call from Wendy and all that kind of stuff. Robyn, oh, yeah, I don't really do Wendy and what she said about me, even though she apologized, I still don't accept it, pretty much was what she said. And so in that case, I say, well, forget it. I don't really understand that. If I've done something to offend you and I apologize and you still don't accept it, now what the hell am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to lose sleep? No. Good night. Okay? You're not going to make me feel like a bad person. You're not going to ruin my life. When I've apologized to you because I've wronged you, whether I personally think I hurt you or not, or whether, no matter what I think, I hurt you according to you, so I'm going to apologize. But you didn't accept it, so now what the hell am I supposed to do? You see what I'm saying? It would be the same case with Candice. But if it was any other ladies, they'll be willing to sit down and have a conversation, whoop to whoop. And Giselle, she wants Wendy to come to her to talk about, who the hell are you? Who are you? Child, please. So anyway, so they talked about that, and when I tell you, Giselle asked Ashley, what all did you tell her? And Ashley, in her, Miss Pageant answers and her textbook vocabulary. Oh, she talk like a damn computer, when she's in the wrong. In particular, I'm just like, girl, sit down, Trailer Park. Sit down. Candice, when I tell you Candice had her hair in that turban. Candice got in that ass. Candice got in Ashley's ass. She said, you took your wide body ass over there and started some mess. It was just a mess. Ashley couldn't even get a word in. I was screaming. And, although I wish that Candice kind of could have left the insults out of it, only because it kind of took away from what exactly she was trying to say. I wish she just would have kept it just straight textbook like Ashley, and just fully read her on her being wrong and her intentions and what she did. But there's still a lot of hurt there in Candice, rightfully so, for everything that happened last season with Ashley. So it just that's just how it came out. And Ashley and Candice ain't gonna never be friends, and I don't want them to be friends, to be honest. Yeah, just like I don't really want Karen and Gizelle to be friends. It ain't gonna work. The show won't work. It just won't work. So what else happened? So that was the end of that. And of course, Giselle and Robyn love that. They over there laughing and snickering and sipping tea while Ashley and Candice is getting into it, y'all. Then meanwhile, gonna talk crap about Candice and be back kikiing with Ashley and agreeing with her. Y'all know the gigs. Y'all know what the girls give. I'm really tired of the Green Eyed Bandits. I really, 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 really am. It'll be interesting to see. Giselle ain't going nowhere, but it'll be interesting to see Robyn off of a season of the show. It really would be. To see how Giselle acts when she don't have her lackey there. I don't know. One or the other. We'll see. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google+. Follow me at Excuse Me on Instagram and Twitter. At Excuse89 on Snapchat. Chase King on Facebook. Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. And as always, run me my money, or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.